right, good evening, everyone. Just getting things set up here in the booth at Geek Cheese headquarters. Thank you so much for joining us, and Merry Christmas Eve, folks, if you celebrate Christmas. Otherwise, happy December 24th. Happy Thursday. Yeah, so getting things ready here as we go to as we check out our stream integrity. But yeah, just about to get things started here. Of course, this is game number 5, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. Game number 5 here, the Winter League Challenge, the tournament-style bracket, proudly powered by Super Mega Baseball 3, baseball simulator game. Honestly, one of the best games, baseball sims out there for sure. Highly suggest you guys check it out. They're definitely doing some sales. I think actually it might be on sale on Switch right now, but it's available on Steam, on Switch, on Xbox, and on PlayStation as well. So I'm playing it on here on Steam. But highly suggest you guys go check it out and purchase this game. Absolutely love it. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time. I play this and pretty much Borderlands 3, and that's about it. Two of my favorite games, two of my favorite series of all time. So, suggest you go pick that up. That's what Winter League Challenge and Cheese League Baseball is always powered by Super Mega Baseball 3. So, yeah, today is the finale. Today is the season finale of our Winter League Challenge, the tournament-style bracket. We started with 8 teams. We started with the Gorgonzola Grays, the Manchego Mallards, the Provolone Pandas, the Brie Boomerangs, the Feta Flamers, the Asiago Aeroplanes, the Mozzarella Maneaters, and the Gouda Great Apes. And you can probably tell that every team is sponsored by the Big Cheese. So thank you to the Big Cheese for sponsoring all of our Winter League teams. And it's all come down to this, folks. Come down to the finale here, Game 5 of this final series. Provolone Pandas versus the Asiago Aeroplanes, and honestly, it's been a pretty good series. So if you watched the finals the other night on what was that, on Tuesday the 22nd, we did games number 1 and 2. Number 1, we had a 5-2 win for the Pandas. Game number 2 was a 3-2 win for the Aeroplanes. Last night, Festivus. We had Aeroplanes v Pandas. The Pandas won game number 1, and then game number 2, the Aeroplanes won that game. So that's why the series is tied up 2-2. This is the definitive game here. And actually, folks, this is a rematch of game number 1. So, rematch Lushley on the mound versus Estes. Game number 1, like I said, the Provolone Pandas, they did win 5-2. Lushley pitched an absolute gem. So, maybe she can redo that. That would be fantastic. Estes did struggle quite a bit. You can see he is 0-3 now. So we will see what happens, folks. I know these teams are eager to see what the outcome is going to be, and we're just going to get right in it. We're back. Big note here: we're back at Big Sky Ballpark, home of the Asiago Aeroplanes. Big Sky Ballpark is a hitter's park, has that short porch in left field. So let's see if that comes into play. And Pandas, they struggled the last game to get any hits, to string anything together. So let's see what happens. Right now, as we head into the final game here, folks, of the Winter League Challenge. Again, thank you so much for watching here on Geek Cheese on YouTube. Winter League Challenge is part of the greater Cheese League Baseball family. As we look at the starting lineups, of course, we'll have more Cheese League Baseball coming up, and lots of interesting moves happening on all of the Cheese League Baseball teams. We'll do some breakdowns with them, some moves, and all that kind of stuff too. Linda Lumber leads it off here as the DH for the Pandas. Looks at a strike from Estes and grounds to Russell. That should be the first out, and it is Linda Lumber. I do know that she has opted into free agency, so let's see if she gets picked up by any Cheese League Baseball teams for the 2021 Cheese League Baseball season. Nice try there by Russell, diving almost into the dugout. High and outside called strike, 0-2. Try to get him chase high. Nelson Marin is up to the plate. And another foul. Looks like somebody's hat was on the in the field there. right back to Estes, and that's out number 2.
Now batting the center fielder.
Here's Emmy Corker, 382, 5 homers, 13 RBIs for her, with 2 outs here in the top of the first. And that one is hit high and far and gone to dead center field. Emmy Corker, now she was injured in the semifinals, 408-foot shot, 6 homer, 14 RBI of the tournament, and the Provolone Pandas take the 1-0 lead.
Now batting,
They really, really want this, folks.
Number 3.
Like I said, Corker was hurt in one of the semifinal games. She was injured. That's a foul ball there from Ras Frigate. That one's hit high and far. Does that have the distance? Come on. Back-to-back jacks. 408-foot again. Frigate's 6 homer, 13th RBI of the tournament, and the Provolone Pandas take the 2-0 lead. So this is, like I said, this is game number 5, folks, as Teddy Everett steps in. This is game number 5. You just, if there's a grounder to McIntyre, that should do it. So I do not expect Estes to be on the mound for much longer. This is game 5. This is the finals. You just throw everything at it. You want to win this game if you're the Asiago Aeroplanes. Here's Sherry Droop leading off, DH. 2 DHs leading off. That's interesting. Against Lushley. And that's a hit down the line, but foul. 2-1. Ball in the dirt. And Lushley walks her. So the leadoff walk here. Here's Bam Fry. Good speed on the base pass now for the Aeroplanes. And that one's hit toward the booth. So you get to see the Aeroplanes fans as, ooh, this could be 2. Marin to Hamilton. 2-0. They're unable to get him at first. They do get the lead runner. Now McIntyre steps in with 1 out. Runner, good speed there on first base. And off of, who's actually playing there today? Alpha Harris. Alpha Harris's glove. So we got 2 on now, 1 out. Miguel Russell steps in.
Number 53.
Big opportunity here for the Aeroplanes. Ball way inside. 1-1. Ripped right at Marin. And they're unable to double him up, but nonetheless, there are 2 outs now. As Trey Mattingly steps in. Likes those inside pitches. And takes the ball low. That one is hit high and far. Does that get into the gap? Yes, it does. That's going to score 2 runs for sure. And Hamilton fires home. There's no chance. It's a 2 RBI double for Trey Mattingly, and the ball game is tied up, folks.
Number 28.
Holy cow. 0-2 now on Kobe Frown. And got him down looking, but little call and response action here. Provolone Pandas get 2 runs in the top of the first. Asiago Aeroplanes get 2 runs in the bottom half of the inning. That brings up Quintana. 6, 7, and 8 due up now for the Pandas. So Estes looks tense already, but with his team bouncing back with those 2 runs, let's see if he can get something together. Or get himself together, I should say. Now have to base hit from the right side. At this point, you know, Pandas are seeing this hitter, or this pitcher, and
Number 23.
I think you just got to pull him sooner than later. Stop this bleeding. Unless you get a double play here or something. Hamilton looks at 2 strikes. And got her. It's actually a good pitch selection there by Estes.
Number 21.
2 strikes and then just kept going up the strike zone. Go up the ladder, span the zone. That's what he did. Here's Padilla. 2-0 to Padilla. There's a strike. 96 in the gun here from Estes. Popped up. It's not Patrick behind the plate. It's Ruiz today. And here's Nadia Harris.
Number 57.
Shortstop with 2 outs. Runner on first here for the Provolone Pandas. in the top of the second. Ripped, and just past the diving third baseman. So 2 on now, 1 out. Linda Lumber, and the top of the order comes in. Lumber hasn't done much at the plate. See, hit below the Mendoza line. 1-1. Ripped, foul. 1-2 now. Off speed. Got her to go get well under it, and that is out number 3. So Pandas leave 2 runners on. We go to the bottom of the second. Here's Jared Bugby to lead it off for the home team Asiago Aeroplanes here at beautiful Big Sky Ballpark in the wonderful Super Mega Baseball 3. Foul ball off the screen. 1-1. 1-2 now. And you know what? Lushly, there's a couple of hanging breaking pitches there that these Aeroplanes hitters are just getting on top of. And Lushly is looking tense now. And you know, same thing goes for the Pandas. If Lushly is in trouble, isn't looking sharp, just pull her. Get her out of the game. Get into your bullpen. This is the finals. And walk. So this is very uncharacteristic of what we've seen so far out of Lushly. And here's Alina McDowell, number 9 hitter today for the Aeroplanes. That one's hit high and far down into the left field corner. Everett tracks it down, and that is 1 out. Drew. The walk so far. It's top of the order now. Ball, off of Padilla. Can't recover. The runners advance. So that's a big little mistake there, because Marin is there. Well, that could have been a costly mistake there, because didn't set up the double play, but nonetheless they get the second out. So now 2 outs, runners on second and third. Bam Fry steps in. And let's see if Lushly can lock this inning in, because that one has popped up. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Looks like Hamilton out there. That's out number 3. So the Asiago Aeroplanes leave a pair of runners stranded. Top of the third now. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Pandas. The Panda Sloths, whatever you want to call them. Est is still out on the mound here, folks. 2-1 on Marin. 3-1, good hitters count here, and walked him. So Marin draws the walk. You know, they actually might pull him. What do you think? They don't. Okay, here's Corker. Corker had a homer the first time up. Jack to center field. That one's hit to center field as well. That's going to be extra bases. No, they're going to hold Corker to a single, but runners on the corners now. And here's Ras Frigate, who had a homer his last time. Got a little quiet here at Big Sky Ballpark. That is popped up. Russell is there. That's out number 1, and that's a big out. There's Teddy Everett, 0 for 1. Runners in the corners, 1 out. Top of the third. And again, got him to pop it up. Boy, these Pandas hitters are getting underneath the ball quite a bit. And actually, they're getting underneath the breaking stuff, which is really interesting. So they're not, they're not seeing it, like even right there. It's out number 3. They're just not seeing it. They're just trying to, they're uppercutting it like a little too much. They're just not seeing it well out of his hands, and just hitting the bottom part of the ball and just popping it up. Here's McIntyre to lead it off, and that's a base hit into left field here. And the bottom of the third, Miguel Russell steps in. We're still tied up, folks. 2-2 here, bottom of the third. There's a strike to Russell with a runner on first. Big looping curveball there.
Nope, that's outside.
Ball outside 2-1.
Nope,
And
that's
again,
outside.
3-1. Ripped. That is right at Corker. And that is the first out.
Now back, the shortstop.
Brings up Mattingly.
Number 23.
And a big 2 RBI double his last time up. Again, thank you for joining us here on YouTube.
Ball inside.
Or if you're watching this video after our live broadcast, thank you for watching this video as well. Ball in the dirt, good block there behind the plate. That one gets into the stands. 2-2 now,
Nope, that's inside.
and full count to Mattingly.
Ball four.
And that gets away from,
Now
oh, never
back,
mind, it was
the right
it was ball 4
fielder,
anyway.
Number 28.
Here's Kobe Frown now.
Outside.
2 on, 1 out, bottom of the third.
Steal.
There's a strike from Lushley. She's not looking as sharp. You
Steal.
see a lot of movement there on her meters already, and this will be her 50th pitch. This is just uncharacteristic of the pitcher that we saw in game number 1 of this final series. Full count again. There's a foul ball. Let's see, does she go low and away or up and in? And that's out number 2. Here's Jared Bugby 1 for 1 with a single.
21.
Big curveball there. Big, dangerous curveball. Don't watch where you put that.
That's down.
1 and 2 now on Bugby with 2 outs, 2 on. And got him looking. Good pitching there from Lushley to get out of a jam. The Aeroplanes leave a pair runner stranded. It's the bottom third of the order, 2 up now.
Number 23.
For the Provolone Pandas here in the top of the 4th. Still tied up, 2-2.
Steal.
Danny Hamilton looks at a strike from Estes, and he's still out there on the mound working away. It looks neutral. And that's a liner to McIntyre.
Now batting,
First out.
the catcher,
Padilla 0 for 1.
number
I
21.
will say, now Estes got pulled pretty early last game. That's why you can see his meters are not as much movement as Lushley, I would say. That one's popped up to Frown. Not as much movement on the meters, has a lot more gas in the tank. You see his stamina, well, is a little above halfway. So maybe Lushley is feeling some of the some effects of pitching later into the game on the first game. Maybe need a little bit more recovery. 2-2 on Harris. And a high and inside strike. Ooh, boy. Don't know if I like that call, but that's how it is. Here's Shane Ruiz.
Now pitching.
He walked his
Number
first time up,
29.
and Lushley is pulled. Here comes an idle out of the Pandas bullpen. And Ruiz looks at a strike.
Nope, nope.
Ruiz doesn't have a hit yet this turn. Popped up. Frigate is there. That's out number 1.
Now batting, the center.
McDowell 0 for 1.
Number
She does not have a hit
22.
this turn.
Ball inside.
Pandas would really, really love
Strike. Nope, that's
a
inside.
quick inning here. Liner right to Hamilton.
Now
Out
batting,
number 2 and brings up Drew.
hitter,
Top of the order.
Number 26.
The strike from Idle.
Nope.
You see he has a 4-seamer slider, curveball, and changeup as part of his arsenal. It's a high and outside strike. 1 and 2.
Ball inside.
Buster down and in. Let's see if they go away, and they do. Away with the changeup, and she's down on strikes. That brings the top of the order up now for the Provolone Pandas,
Now
folks.
batting, the designated
Again,
hitter,
thank you for joining
number
us. Appreciate
35.
the love and support here on YouTube. This is game number 5 of the Winter League Challenge. Our bracket style tournament here, powered by Super Mega Baseball 3.
Off the plate.
2 and 1 on Linda Lumber here, top of the 5th. Still a tie ball game, 2-2. And that's a pop out to Mattingly.
Now batting, the
Here's
third
Mary 0
baseman,
for 1 with a walk.
Number 8.
top part of this order hasn't really done much today.
Strike.
Estes still out in the mound too, working away.
Ball outside.
Ooh, that looked like a good pitch. That looked like a very good pitch. It's hit the fry. He's going to catch that easily. For out number 2, and that brings up Corker 2 for 2. Home run
Number 20.
and a single so far today.
Nope. See ya.
And see if they can get away with it. That one's ripped. Don't put it there again. 1 and 2 on Corker.
Nope, that's inside.
Ooh, that looks like a good pitch too.
Strike.
And got her. Good pitch in there from Estes. He is, you know, he's trying to make up for the loss of game 1 for sure. And for his record, 0-3. Again, he's 0-3 so far in this tournament.
Fielder.
So yeah, he's trying to make up for it today. And he's come to pitch, folks. Bam Fry leads it off here in the bottom of the 5th. Lines out to Everett.
Now batting.
And here's McIntyre. 2 for 2. 2 singles so far today.
11.
Strike on the outside part of the plate.
Ball
And
outside.
ball outside.
That's
And
outside.
again outside. 2 and 1.
That's outside.
And 3 and 1.
Nope. Ball.
And walked him. So Idle walks McIntyre. That brings up Russell.
Third base.
0 for 2.
Number 53.
McIntyre doesn't run that well. So
That's outside.
nothing to be concerned about, I don't think, at first base. Well inside. Holy cow. So Idle's stamina and Idle's just flashing in the red.
See ya.
Let's see if he can get out of this at bat with Russell. This will be his last batter for sure. Full count.
Nope.
And walked him. So Idle's going to get pulled here. He has to get pulled.
Now
That brings up
batting.
Mattingly as 1 for 1. Double walk, 2 RBIs.
Pitching. Number
Here comes
36.
in solid arm and Bunt Benson with 1 out and 2 on here, bottom of the 5th.
See ya.
And Mattingly looks at a high strike, 96 in the gun from Benson.
Nope, that's low.
2 and 1 now to Mattingly.
See ya.
And there's a strike. Home crowd didn't like that. And got him. Great pitch selection there by Bunt Benson. Boy, did he get him
Number
high and outside cheddar.
That's outside.
Wow. Kobe Frown now steps in. 1 and 2. And Frown.
See ya.
And got him looking. Down on strike. So again, the Asiago Aeroplanes leave some runners on base. I mean, both teams have really left some runners on base in big key moments so far in this game.
Number 3.
And yeah, I'm quite surprised. I'm also surprised that Tyrone Estes is pitching as well as he is,
Ball high.
as he throws 2 balls to Frigate here. Mattingly catches that in the short hop, throws a long way across the diamond.
Now
That's
batting.
out number
The
1.
left fielder.
There's Teddy Everett, 0
Number
for 2. Look at that, Estes looking locked in. You know, not pretty decent movement on his meters there, velocity junk accuracy, but not bad. Now it's grounded to McIntyre. That's out number 2. It's
Now batting. The right fielder. Number
Now-
12.
here's Quintana, 1 for 2.
See ya. Ball outside.
This is just an interesting. Oh, that one's off of Russell, and Quintana's in there. So the Pandas get a base runner, a little free base runner here. Let's see if they can capitalize. Estes is out. Duarte is in. Their closer, actually. And gets her to pop it up. And that's out number 3. Oh boy, they got out of that one. So we have 7, 8, 9 now due up for the Asiago Aeroplanes here at the bottom of the 6th. Still a tied ball game here, folks. Still 2-2. Bunt Benson on the mound still for the Provolone Pandas. Jared Bugby at the plate. That's grounded. Oh no, Hamilton snares it with snow cone. And that's out number 1.
Now batting. The catcher. Number 34.
See ya. See ya.
Shane Ruiz goes down on strikes 1, 2, 3. Just making some notes here for myself to cover after the game, and we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Hardcore comes in, and we're going to have a pitching change as well. McGillies comes in. So Hardcore looking for his first hit, more a power hitter.
Nope, that's inside.
1 and 1, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, and chopper over to Marin, and that's out number 3. Boy, this is shaping up to be a fantastic finale to the Winter League Challenge here, folks. Top of the 7th. Of course, we only play 7 innings here in Cheese League Baseball.
Number 19.
Here's Padilla comes in as a pinch hitter. Or, I'm sorry, Randall comes in as a pinch hitter for Padilla. Duarte still in the mound there for the Asiago Aeroplanes, and 0 and 2 on Randall. Ball outside, 1 and 2. Saw Hardcore, the other defensive substitution. He's in center field now.
Now batting, the shortstop. Now batting, number 30.
And Mendez comes in now. And Mendez hits a base hit up the middle. And she thought about going for 2. Instead, she stays at first. Mendez, pretty solid bench player here for the Pandas. And Linda Lumber steps in 0 for 3. She is due. Linda Lumber is due. She is a much, much better player. And that's what these other teams are seeing in Cheese League Baseball. And good heads-up base running, I guess. Maybe as a hit and run, maybe it was missed call, something. But runner advances to second. You get the out at first. It's 2 outs now. Marin up. On the top of the 7th. Hit to, oh, Russell. He can't come up with it. And everyone is safe. Russell, again, another error there.
Number 20.
Maybe not an error, but a misplay nonetheless. Here's Corker, who has a home run so far this game. Runners the corners, 2 outs here, top of the 7th. There's a strike. 2 and 1 to Corker. Check on the runner, safe. 2 and 1. Ball 3. And full count now. Chopper. Slow roller to Russell. That's out number 3, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. So, score run here, folks. The Asiago Aeroplanes could win the whole entire tournament. Sherry Droop 0 for 2, and we're going to have Slubby now come in behind the plate, and Price goes to shortstop. More of their regular alignment. Actually, never mind, with the exception of Slubby. Slubby's their backup catcher. Hit high and far, but well under it. It's an easy out there for Everett. That's out number 1. There's Bam Fry 0 for 3.
Fielder, number 67.
Again, playoff baseball here. Finals, the grand finale of the Winter League Challenge tournament. Thank you again for joining us and for watching. 2 and 2. And there's strike 3, out number 2, and Ash McIntyre steps in 2 for 2, having a good game. And Price with the diving stop. They get him, and folks, we're going to extra innings. And that's exactly what you want out of your last game of the series.
The first baseman, number
Bonus
3.
baseball. Ras Frigate steps in 4, 5, and 6. Part of the order due up now for the Provolone Pandas. Can they string together a couple of hits? Maybe not. Buckfield is there.
The left fielder, number 40.
First out. Here's Teddy Everett.
Nope, that's inside.
And Everett hits one into the gap in right center. That's extra bases. Going for 2. And he'll be in there with a stand-up double. So, runner on second. The go-ahead run actually on second. And now Collins Turnip's going to come in. As Quintana steps up to the plate and quickly fouls that one back. And that gets off the screen. 0-1.
Ball inside.
Quintana's chasing those high pitches.
Ball inside.
Good eye inside. It looked like a good pitch. grounded to Mattingly. Out number 2. And here's Hamilton, 0 for 3 again.
Number 23.
Just one of those Pandas hitters that just hasn't gotten it together so far in this tournament. A swinging bunt back to Turnip, and that's out number 3. And on to the bottom of the 8th now. Or the order due up for the home team, Asiago Aeroplanes.
The third baseman, number 53.
And that is hit high and far. Does it have the distance? It is going a walk-off home run. Walk-off home run. The Asiago Aeroplanes win in dramatic fashion. Miguel Russell. They win, and they win the tournament in the most dramatic way possible. 3-2 in game number 5. One swing of the bat did it, folks. Look at the lines: 2-8-0 for the Provolone Pandas, 3-5-1 for the Asiago Aeroplanes. And the big difference was the offense. The Aeroplanes, they had a lot of walks, 5 walks. Struck out 8 times though. I mean, holy cow. The team strikes out a lot, actually, now thinks about it. But they just had the big hits, the big timely hits. They manufactured runs. The Provolone Pandas relied on the long ball. That's the only 2 runs that they had today. And you can see up and down their lineup. I mean, some hits. You know, Corker had a multi-hit game, but just not a lot doing on that side. Let's take a look now at the pitching. Of course, Turnip gets the win. Boy, 6-0. Collins Turnip, 6-0 in the tournament. And McGillies gets the loss. Top 3 players, folks. Miguel Russell, of course, home run, the walk-off home run. And Trey Mattingly, 1 for 2, double, 2 RBIs. And then Corker also gets a shout out. She had a home run, 2 for 4, home run, RBI, and a run. But that is it, folks. That is it for the Winter League Challenge Tournament. The Asiago Aeroplanes win the tournament. All right, let's do a little breakdown here and show how the Asiago Aeroplanes won. You can see there on the screen, they won their first series, 3-1, it says, over the Feta Flamers. And honestly, they won kind of handily when you really look at it. Game number 1, it was kind of a close game, 8-6. They were a pretty even matchup there. They lost actually 7-6 to the Flamers in game number 2, but they did great game number 3, and then the final game of that series, 9-5, they won. Then dealing with the Great Apes, they had a little trouble. I mean, the Great Apes, they won the first game against the Great Apes. They lost. They won. They lost. And then, game number 5, they ended up winning 5-0 and really taking care of it. Great Apes hitters, though, they just couldn't get it together. And now, so they had a great run. They had a really, really great run versus the Pandas here in the finals. They won 3-2. Close games, I will say. 3-2 the last game they won. So pretty close games between these 2 teams. Pandas just, I'm looking at my predictions. Let me break down the Pandas here quick first. Pandas, they, of course, that 12-inning marathon, I think their bullpen was just, their pitching staff was just used so heavily throughout this whole entire tournament. They lost the first game in 12 innings, or won the first game in 12 innings against the Bree Boomerangs, lost 11-0 the next game. That's actually Whistle Bender pitched, and he just got destroyed. Then they won 7-2, and then they won the penultimate game there, 8-4. And then they dealt pretty handily with the Mallards. You see, they swept the Mallards 3-0. And they won great. Close game, first game, 9-8 against the Mallards. Next game, not really, 6-2. And then the final game, they won 4-0. So, they were riding pretty high. The Pandas were riding pretty high. But they just couldn't put it together. I think their pitchers were definitely used heavily and definitely tired throughout this tournament. And now let me break it down for you. So if you guys filled out your brackets as I tweeted out, so I had Mallards. Actually, in the first round, I had Mallards Boomerangs. That's what I was going with. So on this side, mallards, boomerangs. That's what I had here. Here I actually had aeroplanes, great apes, so I was right there. So that's good. But then in the final I had mallards, and I was thinking the great apes actually, just because I knew that the great apes were the #1 seed. So I was kind of going #1 seed, and then the mallards #3 seed. So I was kind of pick pretty safe picks. Let's just say that. You know, #4 seed, Asiago Aeroplanes ended up winning. So I had mallards, Gouda great apes, and I was wrong on both. So in the finals. But nonetheless, what an exciting series that we had. #7 seed, Provolone Pandas, just had a hell of a run against the extremely heavy hitting Bree Boomerangs. But I think the Boomerangs pitching just couldn't really get it together. I think that ended up being their downfall. So yeah, so that is how everything breaks down here in the tournament, the Winter League Challenge tournament. And what a great way to go into the holidays, folks, if you celebrate Christmas. And if you don't, what a great way to end 2020, which has been a, for all intents and purposes, a pretty crap year. But yeah, what a great way to go out, hanging out with you guys here on YouTube. Thank you so much to everyone who likes us, who follows us here on YouTube, who likes these Winter League Challenge games, and who's liked and has followed the Cheese League Baseball Season 2. 2021 Cheese League Baseball season is going to be off the hook. There's a lot going on, a lot of moves, and a lot of things that I got cooking up in the background. So that will be starting actually soon. I'm going to be starting work on a lot of that. So thank you so much again for all the love and support, for watching, for hanging out with us here on YouTube. We appreciate it. Of course, like this video, give it a thumbs up, follow us here on YouTube, check out all the fun videos that we have. Check us out on Twitter at geek_cheese. That's where we post stuff. And check us out on twitch.tv/geekcheese2. We do some stuff there on the regs with some other folks. So thank you again. Appreciate the love and support. And hey, Asiago Aeroplanes are your Winter League Challenge champs. All right, folks, take care. Have a great rest of 2020, and we will see you in 2021. Take care. Bye.